It was night. The hostel bell had rung. The lights in the building were dimming, and silence echoed through the corridors. The old walls seemed to want to say something. In these silent walls, the screams of centuries were buried, and one of those screams was about to awaken. The scream of room 313. This university building was from the colonial era, where British officers once resided. Later, it was converted into a hostel. However, some rooms were always kept permanently locked. Among them, the most infamous was room No. 313. This room is cursed by evil spirits. This sentence was often spoken by the seniors in a joking manner, but there was always a seriousness in their eyes. It was as if they weren't joking, but hiding an old wound. When Ali was assigned this room, everyone stared at him. Why don't they just lock it? Ali asked the warden. The warden replied without lifting his eyes, "We don't lock it. It locks itself. Just pray it stays open." Ali, thinking it was all a joke, ignored it. He didn't know that opening the door to this room was not just opening a room. It was opening a door to another world, a world from which no one ever returns. Ali placed his luggage outside the door and took the key out of his pocket. The door to room 313 was old and rusted, as if no one had. He turned the key, but the lock refused to budge. He grew frustrated. "I don't know what kind of locks they've put on this." At that moment, a voice came from behind. Sometimes the door opens by itself when it wants to. Ali turned around in surprise to see a frail-looking boy standing there, dark circles under his eyes and a seriousness on his face as if he had buried laughter centuries ago. "Who are you?" "I'm Wacker. I live in this hostel, and you probably don't know which door you just opened." Ali laughed. "Come on, stop with the drama. I'm here to study. I don't believe in ghosts and spirits." Wacker simply said one sentence. "Just make sure to ask for forgiveness on time. This place accepts apologies late." Wacker walked away, and Ali went back to struggling with the key. Suddenly, the door opened on its own. Inside, the room was pitch dark, as if light had been prevented from entering. Ali turned on the switch, but the bulb flickered once and then went out. The room wasn't cold, it was freezing, as if he had stepped into a morgue. Ali turned on his phone's flashlight. There were damp stains on the walls, an old chair in the corner with a cloth draped over it, and finger marks on the window glass as if someone had scratched it from the inside. He placed his bag down and sat on the bed. He was exhausted from the journey, so without thinking too much, he lay down. But as soon as his eyes closed, an image appeared in his mind. A face, a woman's face, a burning face, with eyes staring directly at Ali. Ali immediately opened his eyes. Was I dreaming? He got up from the bed, drank some water, and went to the window. Trying to look outside, he saw a shadow standing on the other side of the window, but the room was on the third floor. No one could be standing there. The shadow disappeared in an instant. A chill ran down Ali's spine. Could this room really be? No, I must be imagining things. He said this aloud, trying to push the fear behind the door. But room 313 had now wakened. The door that had been locked for years was now open. Ali forcefully took a sleeping pill and lay back down. He turned off the light, drew the curtains, and closed his eyes. Asterisk 3 a.m. asterisk. A breath echoed in the room, but it wasn't Ali's breath. At first, he remained suspended between sleep and wakefulness. Then suddenly, he was pulled deeper into a dream. Asterisk, the dream begins. Asterisk. He found himself in a long corridor, which looked similar to the hostel, but everything was bathed in red light. The walls were covered in scratches, and every door had a single number written on it. Asterisk 313 asterisk. Every room, every door, every turn, everything was 313. Ollie began running madly, but at every corner it was the same room. Then a door opened, and a burning body stepped out, the shape of a woman, screaming, blood dripping from her eyes, her tongue cut off. "You open the door. Now you'll have to close it." Ollie's scream got caught in his throat. He stepped back, but the ground had turned to mud. With every step, he sank deeper. Then a child's voice called out, "Give me back my toys, they're mine." A broken doll's head rolled at Ollie's feet. He screamed, "What is this? Where am I?"